Well, now let's turn to Bill Davis. He's going to be building the Berkshire Valley kit of Walsh Duncan Bay Window House in Animas Forks, Colorado. It's available both in HO and O scale. It's got a great 20% discount off the model, and Bill will be building the O scale version. Bill, welcome.
Hi, Jim. Okay.
How are you?
Better, but not great. I still have my kidney stone.
Well, I'm sorry, but at least you're here.
Yep. I decided no matter what, I'm doing this. Okay. This is a really cool house, and it's very famous, and it's really out of place where it's located as far as location wise, because it's an architectural style that could be anywhere as far as that go. And Animas Forks is a real interesting place. You can still go there to this day. It's a torturous drive in a four-wheel drive vehicle, but you can still do it. Animas Forks' claim to fame was one of Mears's railroads went up there, which was the Silverton Northern. Otto Mears had the RGS, the Silverton Railroad, the Silverton Glass Door Northerly, and the Silverton Northern. Animas Forks claimed to be the largest city in the world at 11,150 feet above sea level. And that's pretty bold statement, I guess you could say. But anyway, this house was built up there. It was very unique design and for the period. What's cool about this house is, let me get some other pictures going on here. As you can see, it fell into very bad disrepair over the years. But what's cool about it is the architectural style. It could be in the middle of Maine. It could be in New England. You could use this building just about anywhere in the country. So it's got a lot of potential from a modeler standpoint of just about what kind of railroad you want to model, you can use this structure. It has been restored, at least somewhat restored. Exterior, they replaced all the windows and added railings around the walkway and stuff. So anyway, this is what it looks like today. This is the inside of it. These are the stairs, some of the rooms inside. They didn't do a lot of restoration inside the building, outside. I've never been there. I would love to go sometime, but it's a place. So let's look in the box. So in the box, we have a nice set of instructions, a lot of really nice laser cut materials, specially designed shingles that will work out really great when we're doing the bay window, which is four-sided. There's interior detailing, walls. It's a spectacular kit. Richard Rands, who owns and operates Berkshire Valley, is an amazing businessman, model maker. He's done it since he was a kid, and he knows what he's doing. And everything I've built by this company, and I've built a bunch of stuff, have been spectacular. And this kit is no different. So we'll start off by building the base. The foundation of this building was basically into a hillside. And so Richard designed these pieces to do it. There are five pieces that make up the basic foundation, and then a top piece here which supports the actual structure. So one of the things he put in here was nice is the door was separate, but I didn't think that these laser detailed hinges cut it. So I added Grant line hinges and a wire handle to detail this. I also did some heavy wire brushing, as you can see in the graining on this, so that it would look old and kind of rustic color. I used various shades of browns to achieve the color that I wanted. So here's the basic built up base here. You can see how the hinges look a lot more detailed and a lot more noticeable. Also, the handle really stands out a lot more, and the weathering just came out a lot better overall by having that part done. So next thing I had to do, I had to deal with a base. Now, since this was a hillside model, I cut a piece of I guess they call it aircraft plywood. It's a real thin plywood you buy from the places like airplane shops, model shops and stuff. And then I took a piece of styrofoam and cut it to the shape of the hillside and cut out the piece where the foundation will sit in. And also on the base, I cut an opening in here because I'm planning to add lights to this building. So here is the base, basically cut up and set together and glued together here. And I'm ready to add scenery to it, which will come much later. So the foundation is set in place. You see that over here on this side is where the walkway will be. You can see where the back part goes right into the ground, but the front part is raised quite a bit off the ground. This is where the bay window sits right here. And here's the other side where the door that we detailed and did. And all these pieces are laser cut. All these pieces snap right together. They have, I added corner pieces in the corners, right? Where's my mouse? In the corner right here, just for added detail. But it really wasn't necessary. So the next thing was to do the basic roof. The basic roof consisted of two really nice pieces of laser cut material. And Richard laser cut these lines in it. So when we do the shingles, we don't have to worry about drawing shingle lines because they're all going to be there. Yes, very much so. I agree. Nothing's more than a pain in the butt than trying to get those shingles all to look right, but having nice lines that work from it was a joy. On the inside, he cut laser cut pieces to support the roof pieces, which I built up, and planning this to be removable. I make sure that everything will be assembled in such a fashion to remove. There's a nice little edge piece you can see around the edge here. That's part of the kit. So this is just a really well thought out product. And that's it for this week. Next week, we'll start actually building the building. Any questions, guys?
Yeah, Bill, if I missed it at the beginning, I'm sorry. Are you building the HO or the O scale? I know it's in both.
In this particular case, I am an O scale modeler. I don't do a lot of HO stuff, but in this particular case, I am definitely doing the O scale version.
Okay, thank you. The HO, I assume, is identical except a little smaller.
A little bit smaller, and there's some slight differences in the way the interior walls are done, but
okay,
nothing radical. But if you guys are interested, I highly recommend the building.
It's a very intriguing looking building. I find myself wondering why they just propped up the bay window like that, but who knows?
It's 1880
Yeah.
or whatever. You know, the interesting thing is Martin Breckville and I were talking about this when I was building the actual building, and he says, you know, Bill, this could go anywhere. He said, this could be on the side of a lake and the bay window over a lake. I mean, and I thought, wow, I never thought about that. There's just so many different options on this building. That's why I said if you're modeling Maine, fits right in. If you're modeling to the south, it fits right in. You know, it's just a very well thought out product.